Senzel from the University of Tennessee is widely regarded as being a high first-round draft pick. We're going to do a mechanics analysis on Senzel. And anytime I do a mechanics analysis on a future pro prospect, I always have to say that mechanics is just one small piece of an indicator if the player will hit at the pro level. Senzel is certainly a descriptor of this. The reason being is he's noted as having great pitch selection and a good feel for advanced level at bats that should translate well to the big league level, especially in the day of analytics where GMs are looking for players that can work counts and also have good walk to strikeout ratios. And this being said, Senzel doesn't have any mechanical advantage that clearly stands out to make him such of a high prospect. When you watch his mechanics, he's fairly vanilla, and we'll go over some of that now. One of the things that I am critical of is his lower body mechanics. And in a place that I feel like Senzel can get more out of his lower half by creating a slightly better loading mechanism, one that stays inside his backside better. You'll often see him get perched and overload with the rear knee over the ankle, and you'll see his belt buckle typically go uphill in his forward advance because of this. When this happens, oftentimes players have to push harder out of their backside to get at center before they rotate. This is one of his best takes that you saw right there, where he was able to stay inside his backside better and create a rotation at center. The barrel started to get depth behind him. He got pretty good separation, but you'll see from time to time where he rushes out to his front side. You'll notice that he doesn't get a great deal of hip coil. His hips ride out fairly neutral. And this is one of the areas, and it's an example there, that I say he can get improvement out of and create more rotational speed and possible torque. In his upper body, he does do an excellent job of maintaining upper body resistance, which allows him to get some degree of torque separation. And you'll often see then the lower body starting the swing sequence, and he does get decent barrel depth behind him, getting on plane early to the pitch and staying in the hitting zone. These are all things that factor into advanced level hitters, because as we see, that's a good example of it there, even in a foul ball, and as we see players starting to go against advanced level pitching, balls spinning faster, breaking stuff being better, it is important that we do have mechanics that allow the barrel to get on plane early and stay in the zone longer. So he does have the ability to do this. But what I hear from scouts, is we've talked about it at Elite Baseball training with a few scouts that have seen Senzel, is his good feel for the way a pitcher is going to attack him. And when he does this, he's able to play the chess game with the pitcher from at bat to at bat. So pitchers typically have to change the pattern on him because he has a good feel of the game within the game in the batter's box. But noticing again the vanilla mechanics that he has, like I said, you're not going to see a great mechanical advantage that Senzel has that's going to take him to a top 10 pick in the first round that he's projected to be. So scouts that can see that, you see why they like him. He already has a feel for pitch recognition, a command of the strike zone, of not chasing pitches. So he has an advanced feel for hitting, and if he can get with somebody that can provide him a mechanical advantage through efficiency, he has a much higher ceiling and a prospect that you could see easily transferring to the big league level.